Hey snacks, it's Steph. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and Happy New Year! Today is January 1st, 2022 and I'm gonna show you for the new year my everyday makeup routine. I think it's been the most requested video ever. Every time I post a video with my makeup on, you guys ask a makeup tutorial on IG or on TikTok. Today I'm gonna share every steps, every makeup hacks and tips and every product that I use. So let's go! My skincare, put my sunscreen on, and I'm gonna start with my current go-to foundation, which is the COVERGIRL Clean Fresh Skin Milk. And this is a very light coverage foundation that I like using every single day. So I prefer using a makeup brush rather than a beauty blender because as this is already a light coverage foundation, I don't want the beauty blender to absorb too much products, and using a brush would be the perfect coverage. For my everyday makeup, I don't prep my skin. Usually when I do makeup on clients, I do like every required steps. I prep the skin. Also that I use my fingers a lot, which I avoid when I'm doing my makeup on my clients. But here I'm showing you my everyday makeup routine, so I'm showing you exact steps that I'm doing to achieve my makeup look. So now we're moving on to the concealer, and that's my current favorite concealer, which is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin, and it's super high coverage. I'm using the shade 2.3. I'm not sure if this is the shade. And this is super high coverage, so it gets to hide a little bit of my dark circles. I don't have much dark circle, but I mostly have a lot of pimples currently and some redness around the nose. Basically, I'm gonna put everywhere where I wanna add some lights on and cover all the blemishes. Around my nose, around my lips area, and then a little bit in the inner corner of my eyes. I put a little bit of it, but then as it's super high coverage, I'm using the white beauty blender. I feel like it's more malleable for the products. Putting this instead of water, Prep and Prem Fixator, it makes the product last way longer on my face. So now I'm gonna use the Motis Cosmetics translucent powder to set my face. I basically put the translucent powder everywhere I put the concealer. So now that my skin base is set, let's add some color backs to my face. And for that, I've been using this palette, the SMASHBOX Cali Contour Shape Bronze Glow palette. And as you can see, it's been completely worn out and I've been using it every single day. And I'm gonna start with this color for contour to reshape my face structure. I'm gonna take some of that contour color and that golden rule, know your face shape. So you shouldn't just do that 3 on the side of your face because you've been told to, but you should really analyze where's the high points of your face, where you want looks a bit smaller. For my face shape, I feel like my cheekbones here or the side of my face are pretty high here. I want to restructure it to make it a little bit smaller. So I'm gonna just show you on one side. So I'm adding contour color on the side. Usually I don't contour my forehead because I feel my forehead is already pretty small, so I won't add more shadows on it. My face is pretty round on the bottom and my jawline is not really prominent, so what I'm doing is I find my jawline and then I add a little bit of contour to make it a little bit sharper. One last thing, I know some people like to make it brighter here. Personally, I want my face to be a little bit sharper, so I'm taking that contour color and I'm just going on top of that jawline and then I brush it in. This side has way more face structure than my left side. So I'm gonna do the same on the other side. I wanted to ask you guys a question. What are you guys' New Year's resolution? Because personally, I think it's like a continuity of what I said on my Glow Up YouTube video. And I've been starting doing things that I wanted to do. I think the key word for myself for this new year is the consistency. Be consistent on working out, be consistent on eating healthy, be consistent on waking up earlier. Keep doing what I'm doing currently, but then long term, I want to be consistent. Let me know in the comments, what are you guys' New Year's resolutions? I've been mostly just doing my entire face with this palette, so I'm gonna move on this one to use the blush. And for the blush placement, I like to put it on the high point of my cheekbone. As my face is pretty round, if I put it in the center of my face, it makes my face more round. And if I put it right on top of my cheekbones, it gives me face lift. it's super trendy to have a little bit of blush on your nose. Sun-kissed. I always finish the blush, like the remaining blush on my brush, on my chin. I don't know why, but I just been doing this every time. For my everyday makeup, usually I don't contour my nose, but sometimes for occasions I do. So let me just show you how I contour my nose. We're here today to share you all my hacks and tips. So I take that same contour color and then take a smaller brush, not too much products, and I'm starting on the inner corner of my eyes. I link that contour with my eyebrow to create a natural shadow, and I put the contour where I want my nose bridge to be. So my nose bridge is a little bit larger than this, but then I put it here to make it look thinner, and then I brush it down to avoid a harsh stroke, and also put a little bit of contour underneath my nose to create that button nose. Then I do the same thing on the other side, link it to my eyebrow, brush down the shadow. And to complete the button nose, I like also putting a little bit of contour on top, right here. So it creates that little circle at the tip of my nose. I'm gonna just brush it off to make it the more natural possible. So now you can see that I have this cute little sharp button nose that I didn't have 2 seconds ago. And now I'm gonna complete the look with highlighter. So I like using highlighter with my finger. I feel like it applies better. I'm using this highlighter from the same palette, and I add a little bit at the end of my nose, on the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, underneath my eyebrows, the inner corner of my eyes. And I like to extend that highlighter not only on the inner corner of my eyes, but like extend it up. It kind of follows the natural shape of my eyes, and just brush it up. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but you can add some lights like 360 when you turn your head. And I've been doing this lately. I noticed that I have some darkness at the inner corner of my eyes, and that it makes them look a little bit droopy. So I like to add a little bit of highlighter also at the outer corner of my eyes. And again, I feel like it adds some lift. Maybe it's not the case at all, but personally I feel good about it, so I'm doing it. Now let's move on my brows. So for the brows, I'm using the Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Brow Definer in shape Soft Brown. Here I feel like I'm lacking some hair, so I'm doing a stroke right at the bottom first, where I feel like hair is missing. And then I'm adding some extra stroke at the front to make a more natural look. And I follow my eyebrow shape at the bottom. And I also know that feathery brows, like more brush up brow, is very pretty, but hair is like growing downwards like this, so it's kind of hard to go on the contrary. When I'm doing it, it doesn't look natural to me. At least I'm not a fan of the look on my face, so I'm just following the natural way where my brows grow, doing strokes, not up but downs, because that's how my eyebrow hair is growing. After that, I take the spoolie on the other side and I'm brushing it up to make an even more natural look. So again, brushing in the same way than my eyebrows grows. You can see a big difference between my two brows, but the result is still very natural. For the other side now. Oh, I forgot to mention at the beginning, usually when I do my makeup, it takes around 10 to 15 minutes. I use my fingers, bim bam boom, and if I want to focus, it's super fast. I'm actually not using eyeshadows, I'm still using the same contour palette for my everyday makeup. As I want to achieve a pretty natural look for everyday, I just use the same palette to have all the colors mixed together well. So I just took a little bit of that bronzer, really extend it higher, very lightly. There's very little products that I'm putting. And then here, it adds a little bit of shadows because my eyes are pretty puffy. So I'm just adding a little bit of shadows to create more dimensions. And then same for my bottom lashes, I'm using that contour color. And now let's move on the fun part, the eyeliner for hooded eyes. So if you guys have hooded eyes, I'm gonna show you the technique that I'm using. So my eyeliner is the MAC Brushstrock 24-hour eyeliner. So you wanna make sure to look straight to the mirror. You shouldn't like close your eyes. I try to do eyeliner like this because when you're gonna open your eyes, the shape of the eyeliner wouldn't be what you expect at all. I'm taking my liner like this to leave a mark at first, like a guideline, but make sure to look straight to the mirror when you leave that mark. So what I'm doing is that I'm following the natural shape of my eye, and I'm kind of like extend it a little bit, and then I leave that mark. So now you see when I look straight at you, it looks like the mark is right on top of my eye, but when I close my eyes, you can see that there's a big gap right here, and that's where the hood folded together. Now that I have that little mark, link the rest to the eye to create the rest of the eyeliner. And you can see that there's still that big gap in between, but you don't want to fill that in yet. And then I'm doing the rest of my liners as usual. I'm linking to the bottom part of my liner. Okay, once you have this done, you're gonna link the rest together. Just closing that gap from the outside, and now I look back straight and then link the rest. Now I'm doing also my inner corner to make my eyes less round. So now you have the final shape of the eyeliner. You can see that when you look straight, it looks like pretty sharp. And when you close your eyes, you can see that there's like kind of like that little curve here and that little gap here that you shouldn't fill in, because if you fill it and you look back straight, it looks really weird. So let's do the other side now, and let's try to make it as symmetrical as possible. Et voila! You have that perfectly sharp eyeliner. The mascara. And the mascara I'm using currently is the Superhero by It Cosmetics. I usually don't curl my lashes. I'm pretty lucky with the good mascara. They're not too straight and it's good enough for me. And for the bottom lashes, I don't know why, I just started to do this in high school and I've been keep doing this. I like using like very old mascaras that had almost no products. It gets to catch the little hair, and the little product left is like way enough for the bottom lash. And then I just do my bottom lashes. As I don't have a lot of lashes, I don't have thick lashes, a little tip, I like to add extra stroke of bottom lashes with my eyeliner. So what I'm doing is that I take that eyeliner and I literally draw some lashes on like this. Can you see the difference between the two eyes? Oh, my foot is asleep. Ugh. Let's move on the last part, the lips. And you guys have been asking me my lip combo for so long. It's super simple. I don't line my lip for every day. I use my go-to nude lipstick, which is Motives, and the shape is Birthday Suit. I pull it really roughly, as you can see. What I always do to remove the excess, I kiss the back of my hand. As an extra touch, when I feel fancy, I use this MAC French Kiss lip pencil. It's like a gloss and it has these beautiful colors, and that also complements this lipstick color, and it just adds an extra shine. I add it all in the middle. And to set everything up, I'm using the MAC Prepper Prime again to set my makeup. So here's the final look. This is basically my everyday makeup. I just wanted to show you my final makeup look under natural light. I can even do a close-up so you get to see all the details. Like my highlighter, you can see that inner corner that I dragged on. It's super cute. So remember, the most important thing in makeup is to know your face shape, your eye shape, your eyebrow shape, and then test it out to see what's best for you. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment down below your New Year's resolutions. And I see you in the next video. Bisous!